We got Austen Lane taking on Mario Pinto. Austen Lane, he does spell it with an E, and he's taking on UFC newcomer Mario Pinto. Austen Lane, 2-2-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that wrestle heavy win over Robelis de Spain. He is 13-5 in his entire career. Mario Pinto, undefeated at 9-0 in his career. 6 stoppages. Austen Lane, former NFL player. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's athletic. All of the skills he needed in the UFC, he can use in the octagon, but he doesn't come out wildly athletic. What he does, he moves forward, strikes at distance, works you against the cage, and then tries to grapple. That did just work for him in his last fight when he fought Taekwondo Olympian Robelis de Spain. Pretty boring fight. He was on his bicycle and then ultimately got some takedowns, ended up on the ground. He's taking on UFC newcomer Mario Pinto. He's a technical striker. He takes his time to find the rhythm, but then he will settle in and let his hands go. He does a nice job working in leg kicks as well. Despite having some power, he doesn't really chase it. I don't love the striking style. He will lean his head back if things start coming his way.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Which isn't great. He does avoid the strikes instead of solid footwork by moving the head, but he is definitely talented. He can grapple as well. He's got some solid takedown defense, good top work if he ends up there. Last fight out, we saw Austen turn himself into a Dagestani. Just forward pressure or back up, catch a kick. Whatever it took to get to the ground, he got it to the ground. But that's because his opponent was a Taekwondo Olympian who had giant wrestling holes. That is not what we have here. Mario Pinto can do all the things. He can strike, he can grapple, he can do everything. I think Mario wins this fight. The odds obviously think he wins this fight as well. My only concern is that Austen is huge and strong and athletic, and he may just hold Mario against the cage and really just wear him out, get him frustrated. He is young in his career at only 9-0, making his UFC debut. Mario is going to be the pick because he's a well-rounded guy that can do all the things. What do you think, Jakey boy?
I watched that Mario Pinto fight, and it wasn't the longest fight, and he didn't show a lot of it. I think you nailed it when it's like he's not really a flashy fighter, right? He's not throwing the big shots or whatever. He kind of stays within himself. But in that fight, in those moments, kind of the way that he was moving, I don't see a lot of heavyweights moving like him. Like the way he's kind of feinting shots and bobbing the shots and stuff. A lot of heavyweights are a lot stiffer. They're looking for the big shot. He's throwing out little half feints, trying to make reads on what the person's trying to do, taking his time, walking forward, in and out. And once he was making those reads, boom, 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 he throws a nice combination, just kind of finds shots on the button instead of these big heavyweights are trying to wing big shots. And I think that's important here because Austen Lane has had success wrestling these other heavyweights that will throw the big shots into these takedowns that he can get. They're off balance, all this stuff. Mario Pinto, I think, is going to be a tough guy to fucking take down because he just kind of slowly walks you down. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's level changing himself. And without those takedowns, I think Austen Lane is going to be in trouble at some point. This could extend because Mario will kind of take his time. And if Austen respects the hands and is looking for those entries and is trying to feint those big shots and the big shots never come, it could be a lot of staring early. But I think once Austen Lane starts going, Mario is going to make those reads, throw a nice combination, and find this guy. And honestly, the way that Mario moves and his kind of demeanor in there for a heavyweight, I think he has some real fucking. Whoa!
Easy, buddy.
I was ready to say that word.
All flustered.
Some real fucking success in the heavyweight division that's really kind of scarce right now. I think he could be a prospect to keep your eye on.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out how good he is because Austen Lane's not like a ranked world beater, but he has been around. He has been around. He's big. He's athletic. He's strong. Yes, he's a great barometer to see how good somebody actually is or is not. And people, I've seen a lot of. Oh, he got knocked out by a Taffer brother.
Jacob is biased. First car was a '72 Pinto. By the way, Pinto, I do like Pintos. Pintos are cool cars.
Were those?
But
the
I think they
cars?
blew up. I think they got in trouble, like the way they had the gas tank designed in those cars, that if you got rear-ended, I think the whole car fucking blew up or something. But Pintos are cool cars.
Oh, my dad had a Pinto. I remember. Those aren't the pickup cars. Yeah. They're like
El Caminos. My literal dream car is a pink El Camino with white walled tires, like a 70. Was it 78 SS? I can't remember what body style I like, but I fucking love El Caminos.
It was like a dot. I think my dad had a Datsun too. Didn't that look like a Pinto? I don't remember. Oh, well. They didn't have nice cars. This will be an interesting fight. And anytime you get a new prospect into a division that is lacking sort of top, it's very top heavy. It's lacking young prospects to come in there, sort of mix it up. It'll be interesting to see what we have here. The last couple of prospects in this division paid off. Taliesin Teixeira came in here, knocked some heads off. So we'll see if Mario Pinto can do the same. I know people hating on Austen Lane for getting knocked out. Oh, he got knocked out by Taffer Brothers. Taffer Brothers suck. The Taffer Brothers have insane power in their hands. If they're going to connect, you're going to have problems. That's what happened. Justin came forward, connected. Austen had a problem. It is what it is. It happens to the best of them.
Did you know somebody with a car with a hole in the floor? Because my babysitter had like an old Cadillac in the 90s with a hole in the floor. Like you would just sit there and just watch the road underneath you.
That is funny. I don't even think cars could do that now. There's so much crap underneath.
That's what I'm saying. Growing up, did you ever? Because somebody in the comments said my buddy had a Pinto with a hole in the floor in the back seat, and our joint fell out of the floor, and we all freaked out. 1988.
Damn.
The fuck are you talking about? You were 15, 16 years old in 88.
I was 5.
Yeah,
I was 5 years old in 1988.
Yeah, my fucking dick.
Okay. Get your birth certificate. Let's see the birth certificate.
My fucking dick.
Let's see it. Anyway, go to the website. Unlock everything you could ever want or need. WeWantPicks.com. Bets, tools, insight, everything. I think there's 12
units
of bets on the board right now. This guy says if your
dream car is $25,000, you need to dream bigger. What a fucking piece of shit this guy is.
Yeah, not a great take. Doesn't have to be a dream car because it's expensive. It could just be a car you love.